Welcome to the XFO Intelligence Podcast and our Family Office Complex Q series. Now, in this series, we use what we call the deep augmented thinking method, and we use it to dissect and, solve the intricate challenges that are faced by today's leading families. Today, we're tackling a perpetual paradox. It's one that lies right at the heart of the single-family office. How do you attract and retain truly specialized talent in what is a hyper-competitive market? I mean, how can an SFO possibly compete with the magnetic pull of an investment bank or a global private equity firm when it may not offer that same defined career ladder or, the brand prestige? The common and, let's be honest, often knee-jerk reaction is to simply throw more money at the problem. But that's a costly and ultimately an ineffective strategy. It really is. It inflates your fixed costs without ever addressing the real issue. And that real issue is a fundamental mismatch, a structural misalignment between what institutional professionals are trained to expect and the unique reality of a family office environment. Think about it. The broader market, it prizes quarterly returns and profitable exits. Families, though, they prioritize multi-generational stewardship and permanence. Professionals are conditioned for clear governance and standardized processes, but families, by contrast, they value agility, privacy, and that direct, informal access. This is the core friction. So if money isn't the complete answer, what is? Well, the solution is to stop trying to be a miniature version of a large institution. It's time to fundamentally rewire the talent value proposition. A family office has to leverage its unique structural advantages to create an offer that institutions, they simply cannot match. This new value proposition is built on three pillars: autonomy, time, and access. First, let's explore autonomy. In a large corporation, right, decision-making power is welded to your title and your position on the org chart. In a family office, autonomy can, and really it should, be granted based on proven competence and trust. A powerful way to do this is the capital sleeve model. So you hire a specialized professional, you assign them a defined pool of capital, let's say $30 million for venture investments, to manage with significant independence. This effectively gives them a general partner experience, but without that relentless burden of fundraising. You're front-loading authority, signaling from day one that you see them as a partner, not just an employee. Next, you have to learn to leverage time as a strategic advantage. Institutional finance, it's all built on a foundation of billable hours. A family office can offer something far more valuable: radical flexibility. And this isn't just a work-life balance perk, it's a core strategic move. You can explicitly structure roles with, say, 4-day work weeks or remote-first policies. You measure performance by the objectives met and the value created, not the hours logged in an office. For a seasoned professional, reclaiming a full day every week, that often outweighs any marginal increase in salary. It just does. And finally, you must monetize your exclusive access. This is a massive, and I mean often completely overlooked, asset. The family office provides this unique gateway to influential networks, proprietary deal flow, and principal-level relationships. You can create what we call network equity, enabling your talent to leverage the family's connections for prestigious board seats or even personal brand development. And even more powerfully, you can offer co-investment opportunities. When talent can invest their own personal capital alongside the family, they transform from employees into true stakeholders with deeply, deeply aligned interests. This brings us to another critical mindset shift, and that is embracing the tour of duty. Expecting a high performer to stay forever, that's an outdated model, and it creates misalignment. The family's horizon is perpetual. A top professional's career horizon is typically, 5 to 10 years? Acknowledging this reality is liberating, not limiting. You should hire for a specific time-bound mission. For example, establish our direct co-investment platform within 36 months. And then you agree upfront that on successful completion, the office will actively support their next chapter, whether that's launching their own fund or joining a portfolio company. This simple shift in framing, it transforms the family office from a potential career cul-de-sac into a powerful career accelerator. It fosters incredible focus and commitment during their tenure. This also allows you to optimize for what we call talent throughput. Data suggests that tenure beyond 7 or 8 years can sometimes lead to stagnation, so a healthy, curated flow of talent keeps the organization adaptive, innovative, and constantly learning. Of course, this strategy has to be supported by intelligent structural design. A common point of failure is allowing, unfiltered access between staff and multiple family members. That inevitably leads to conflicting priorities and burnout. You need a governance buffer. Designate one family principal or a single representative as the primary liaison for the investment team. This role is crucial to filter requests, align priorities, and shield professionals from the volatility of family dynamics. Compensation, that has to be re-architected. Structure is far more important than the headline number. You have to create equity-like alignment without giving away actual equity in the family enterprise. Use tools like synthetic carry, phantom equity, or profit-sharing structures that pay out based on multi-year value creation. And then communicate the total value. Provide your team with annual total reward statements that quantify the full package, the base, the bonus, co-investment upside, the monetary value of flexibility, and all the other unique perks of being in your ecosystem. Finally, what happens when they leave? Well, if turnover is inevitable, make it strategic. Build and cultivate an active alumni network. Your former team members will be your best source of future deal flow, critical due diligence support, and fractional expertise. When your alumni succeed in prominent next roles, it fuels a powerful reputation flywheel, making your family office a magnet for the next wave of top-tier candidates. The family offices that will win the war for talent, they're the ones that stop emulating the institutional playbook. Your unique attributes, your permanent capital, your operational agility, and deep principle alignment, those are not constraints. They are your greatest differentiators. Yeah, by offering radical autonomy, protecting talent from friction, aligning incentives through co-investment, and embracing these finite, mission-driven tenures, you create an environment where the world's best professionals can do the most impactful work of their careers. The objective shifts from retaining every employee indefinitely to maximizing the mutual value created during each tour of duty. In this model, the family office becomes a catalyst for legacy, both for the family and for the talent it empowers. If you found this analysis valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to the XFO Intelligence channel. And if you or your organization are wrestling with a complex problem that requires this level of deep structured thinking, just send us an email at xfointelligence@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. If you were to design a tour of duty role in your own organization, what would be the single most important mission and how would you define its success to attract the perfect candidate?